He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Lockett, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Watson off play action. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Watson. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Left side complete to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and short yardage, Mills. And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. He juked him. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Watson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watson.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
Final play of the half. Mills winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On second down, here's Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Watson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson. 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Play action now. Mills.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On play action, Mills. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
First down, Los Angeles. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ricker. Warrior 70. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 45's the Mike. Check 45.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Mills.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 36 to Mike.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Check. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this one goes incomplete. A first misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First down, Mills. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check right. Watching you blind. Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mills now. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing, Mills. Being chased out left. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now, Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To the air yet again, Watson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
In a spot where most offenses will just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.